Om Sri Sai Ram. Dear students, heartily welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam online video classes. In this session, we start conic sections. You know what is meaning of cone? You know nothing but cone. I think you see the different cones. Okay, the section of cone is nothing but conic sections. Okay, let us start. So introduction. What is the cone and objectives of this chapter and some definition of conic. So introduction. So you see that while cutting a carrot, you might have noticed different shapes shown in the figures here, shown by the edge of the cut. Analytically, you may cut it in three different ways, namely, cut is parallel to the base. Cut is slanting but does not pass through the base. Cut is slanting and passes through the base. So observe here the first figure. This is the cone, correct? This is the carrot. It's a carrot. So the first case is cut is parallel to the base. The carrot you have to cut in parallel to the base like this. So observe here. This is like cone, like that. You have to cut here parallel to the base like this, parallel to the base here, parallel to the base. Actually this is parallel to the base. Next, cut is slanting but does not pass through the origin. Second figure you had see here, cut is slanting but does not pass through the base. Does not pass through the base. The third figure is cut is slanting and passes through the base. This is cut in slanting but passes through the base. There are three figures. These three cuts gives the different shape of the cone, different shape of the part of the cone. The first part is called circle. You see already. The second part is called the ellipse and third part is called the hyperbola. This ellipse, circle, ellipse and hyperbola. These are the different parts of the cone. Okay. So let us see next. The different ways of cutting give us slices of different shapes. Okay. In the first case, the slice cut represent a circle. I told you in the first case, the slice represent a circle like this. This is the cone. You know, you cut like this, means you cut this parallel to the base. This gives the circle. In the second and third case, the slices cut represent different geometrical curves, like this curve, like the curves like this, different geometrical curves, which shall study in this lesson. You shall see already we study the circle, which we can see different geometrical curves. Okay. So what is the objective of this chapter? After studying this lesson, you will be able to recognize a circle. What is the circle recognition, and parabola and ellipse and hyperbola as a section of a cone. These all are the section of a cone. You take cone and cut in different forms, you will get circle, ellipse, hyperbola and parabola. So recognize the parabola, ellipse and hyperbola as a certain loci. That is called locus is single and loci, plural form. This is loci. Different. Recognize the parabola, ellipse and hyperbola as a certain loci. So that is called identities of the concept of eccentricity. What is the eccentricity here? You have to identify the concept of eccentricity, directrix and focus and vertex. These are very important in the cone in the different sections, conic sections. Eccentricity, directrix, focus and vertex of the conic section. These words are very important. What is the eccentricity? What is the directrix? What is the focus? And what is the vertex? See, observe here. Identify the standard equation of the parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. So you know that circle equation. The circle equation, standard equation of circle is x square plus y square is equal to a square. This is the circle equation, correct? So here center is origin. What is the standard equation of parabola? The parabola equation is y square is equal to 4x. Let us, after next class we see derivation and problems of parabola. And ellipse equation is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. And hyperbola equation is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. These are the equations of ellipse, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. Identify the standard equations of hyperbola. You know the difference between ellipse and hyperbola is only plus here, here is minus. Okay. Find the equation of parabola, ellipse, hyperbola given directrix and focus. When the directrix is given and focus is given, how can you find the equation of parabola, ellipse and hyperbola? We have to see in the lesson. Okay. Next, what is the conic section here? So, what is conic section? Just I explain the cut of cone in different shape. Each section is called the conic section. That is called conic section. In the introduction, we have noticed the various shapes of the slice of the carrot. Since the carrot is conical in shape, so the section formed are sections. The section formed are sections of a cone. Therefore, they are therefore called the conic section. So you have to cut the cone in different forms, in different ways, parallel to base, so not parallel to base and passing through the base like that. We got different cones, correct? Different sections from the cone. That is called, they are therefore called the conic sections. These sections are said to be conic sections. Mathematically, we see what you say. What is the conic section? This is very important because mathematical derivation is very important to define the conic section. Generally, we say conic section is nothing but to cut the cone in different forms. Each section is called conic section because the sections are, the parts are from the cone. That is called the conic sections. But mathematically is very important. When you have to define the mathematically of the conic section, it will come focus, directrix. That is focus and directrix is very important to us, and eccentricity. Okay. See, mathematically a conic section is the locus of a point P. Once again, what is the locus of, what is the meaning of locus? I think in a straight line I explained the meaning of locus. Locus is nothing but a set of points, a group of points. All the points satisfy some geometrical condition and conditions. For example, say these are the group of points, but this is not a locus. This is not a locus. So these are the group of points because the points form a circle, means it got some geometrical figure. Locus is nothing but group of points. That points give some geometrical condition or geometrical conditions. Condition or conditions. Again, this is a locus because all the points give the straight line. Correct. Again, this is the locus. This is locus because this is a parabola. So like this. Correct. So locus, mathematically a conic section is a locus of a point P. That point P which moves so that, see here, which moves so that its distance from a fixed point is always in a constant ratio to the its perpendicular distance from the fixed line. See, I draw the one figure here, then you can easily understand the definition of conic mathematically. Okay, I call this is line L, fixed line L. This is line L, this fixed line L. I take here one point S, fixed point. This is fixed line. Fixed line, this line L. S is fixed point. Fixed point. Okay. See, observe here. Mathematically, a conic section is the locus of a point P. I take point P here. Point P. Locus of point P which moves. This point P moves such that its distance from the fixed point. Its distance from the fixed point. Here is distance from the fixed point. correct, fixed point is always in a constant ratio to the perpendicular distance, is a constant ratio to the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular is nothing but this line is 90 degree. Perpendicular distance from the fixed line. So this ratio means you take here m. Correct. Observe here once again. Very important definition. Conic definition is very important in mathematically. Generally, we can say very simple section of conic. But a conic section mathematically, a conic section is the locus of point P, which moves. This point P moves so that its distance from the fixed point means PS. Distance from the fixed point. PS is the distance from the fixed point. Correct. Distance from the fixed point is always constant ratio to the its perpendicular distance from the fixed line. Ratio means nothing but you take ratio here. It's nothing but its distance from the fixed line. Fixed line is nothing but the L is fixed line. This is called perpendicular distance. This angle is 90 degree. PS by PM is equal to some constant. Okay. This is the definition of cone. Once again, a conic section is the locus of a point P, which moves. This point P moves so that its distance from a fixed point, S, this S here, is always, PS is always constant ratio dividing by, can write the PS is to PM is also correct. Constant ratio to the its perpendicular distance from the what is the perpendicular distance here? PM is the perpendicular distance. This ratio is always some constant. Constant may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it may be. Okay, depend. So some constant is one that is called parabola. If less than 1 is called the ellipse and greater than 1 is called the hyperbola. We see later. Okay. So this is PS by PM is equal to some constant. This is the definition of conic. The fixed point here is very important. The fixed point is called the focus. See, this fixed point S is called the focus. S is called here focus. Fixed point S is called focus, and it is usually denoted by S. I write here S here. And the fixed straight line is called a directrix. Is there a fixed straight line? This is called directrix. Okay, this is called the directrix of the fixed line is called the directrix. The straight line passing through the focus and perpendicular distance is called the axis. The straight line passing through the focus. You know focus. This is the focus. Correct. This is the focus. The straight line passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix. I draw one line here. That passing through the focus. Okay, the straight line is passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix. So this line is perpendicular to directrix. This line is called axis of the parabola. Axis of the cone. Correct. So this is very important definition. Just remember here, you draw the figure. So we need a proper definition. We need some. So we can understand this definition. You can draw the figure. Take P's point, locus point, that is moving point, that P's point move such that PS by PM is equal to some constant. Is a conic section. Okay. Let us see. The constant ratio is called the eccentricity. What is the constant ratio? No, this is called the eccentricity. That is PS by PM is called eccentricity. Normally denoted by E, small e, eccentricity. Okay. The constant ratio is called the eccentricity and denoted by E. What happens when? See, what happens when E is less than 1? In the first case, E is less than 1. PS by PM is less than 1. Correct. So PS is less than PM becomes. If P is less than 1, what happens here? P is less, in this case, the conic section obtained are known as, first one is less than 1 is ellipse. If the constant is PS by PM is less than 1, some 0 point something, is called PS by PM is less than 1 is called that cone is called ellipse. Next, exactly 1. We know that PS by PM is equal to E. E is nothing but you take 1. You take E is nothing but 1. Exactly 1. PS by PM is equal to 1. So what is PS equal to PM? Both are same. So if PS by PM equal to 1, then the cone is said to be parabola. So PS by PM is nothing but this length, both are same. PS by PM equal to 1, the cone is said to be parabola. Then third case, if PS by PM means eccentricity, means E is greater than 1. So PS by PM is greater than 1. We can write like this, PS is greater than PM. We can write this like this, okay, PS by PM. Then the cone is said to be hyperbola. So remember, in certain case, PS by PM equal to 0, you know that, then the cone is said to be circle. Means if E equal to 0, if eccentricity is 0, the cone is said to be circle. Okay, these are the parabola, ellipse, parabola and hyperbola respectively. That the ellipse, parabola, hyperbola depending on the value of E. If E is less than 1, it is called ellipse. E is exactly equal to 1, it is called parabola. E is greater than 1, called hyperbola. Okay, these are different types of the conic sections. Okay, so let us start next class, parabola, definition of parabola, standard equation of parabola, and how can you find the equation of parabola when directrix, eccentricity and focus is given, and also we see how can form the parabola given certain conditions. You can see next session. Okay, thank you for watching. Keep watching. Jai Sai Ram.